Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hello.
indeed. We have some
Indeed,
nonsense lined up.
hello.
Welcome to the live stream.
Mm,
We're all here on time, more or less.
close enough.
Um,
Is it me or is the light up face thingy missing?
Oh, right. Here we are. Hello.
you'll have to be more specific.
The Foogie. The Foogie has been reinstated. Why not? We are here. Hello.
It may also help if I.
Yes, stop eternally glowing.
I am luminous.
Behold the magnificent glowing horse.
Yep. No, I don't want graphics. Where's the audio?
Engineering? In space? You know it. Welcome,
Yep.
Endelon.
Hello, Nalan.
Hope you're doing well this evening. Mind me as I stretch. Also in its poop
Okay.
Oh dear.
I am now able to actually hear things.
Hurrah!
That'll probably help.
Yeah, probably. Ooh, being able to see things might also help for chat, so... Here we are. Behold space.
Yep.
Oh dear, a lot of things have spawned in whilst I've been sitting here. What is all that?
I don't know. Let's get out of the quiet chambers and find out.
My word. Yeah, some of those are kind of on top of each other, so I can't read it properly, but there's a lot of imber
Do enemy
things.
signals?
Multiple enemy signals that way. Yeah, let's not go in this direction.
If they're overlapping that much, they might just be far away.
Yeah, let's.
Hopefully.
Yep. Let's just focus on building stuff. That seems to be our oeuvre.
Yeah. So wow, this is much rougher. But being
Okay,
both
why am I lag spiking? Please stop.
probably because multiplayer and for me also streaming. Oh gosh, this is a bit rough.
Yeah.
Oh, more things have just spawned in.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember when I said it got really choppy for me during the test.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, welcome to my world.
Pay no mind to the pelican, that doesn't actually exist. And yeah.
Yet.
Honestly, one of the first things
we
could
are,
do would...
performing some cunning plans.
One of the first things we could do would be start printing this off if you want, actually. Going audio only for this. Fair. Hopefully the audio is reasonable. What is this block?
Very fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get my graphics to run at a decent level again after I turned them down for the choppiness during the test stream. And now it's a bit confused. I'm just going to let it think through everything.
Oh hey, you can see the actual enemy signatures over there.
Yeah.
And the ship.
Yep.
I may be able to in a minute. Let me catch up. I think I do see that on your screen. That's big.
Yeah, just a bit.
Have you tried moving around the pelican so that I can see without the wireframe?
You can kind of see it up top there
Yeah,
now.
I was right.
Kind of big.
That is
No.
not a baby hostile, is it?
No. Get a closer view like this. Or maybe it's out of visual range. Come on. I should not be flying closer to it. What am I doing? What am I doing?
No, you shouldn't. What? You just finished fixing that. Why are you taking it towards
Yeah.
the danger?
Reattach all the things there. Right. So what do we actually want to do?
I wanted to keep building things. We've got a whole raft of blueprints we wanted to experiment with. Plus, we were thinking of maybe finishing your fighter so that we could actually go and investigate some of these hostile contacts. And hello, did my internet disconnect there? Okay, graphics device driver has crashed.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay, I tried to put it on high, and that was a bad plan. So I will have just lost all my stuff because I've disconnected and I was outside a cryo chamber.
I'll start
So
building some
I'm
new
just
stuff
going to,
for you.
yeah, including all of your hydrogen tanks. I'm sorry about that.
My hydrogen!
I'm just looking at it's got showing the disconnect symbol. So maybe if he reconnects,
Maybe? By the way, it wouldn't hurt to have
Maybe.
some spare tools.
I've reopened the program. I've got Twitch back. It disconnected for a second there.
Yes, the
Okay.
grinder pit.
Oh yeah, that's something we built off stream. A big old grinder pit.
We built a grinder pit.
Yes, with
Yep.
room to expand.
Yeah, we basically tested. We figured out that if you were neutral while falling, you get shot. I died to it.
Yep.
Yeah, to be kind of expected. I have also managed to. I'm kind of terrible. Figured out I'm kind of terrible with the jetpack because I have literally sort of pasted myself in the. Oh dear. No one says we're still has a buffering right now thing.
Oh dear. Internet issues everywhere, no.
Try refreshing. It's working for me.
Yeah, for me, it was not internet issues. It was the fact that I tried to go from low to high graphics, which thoroughly baffled my computer.
Okay, no one says hopefully it's good for a bit, but yeah, I managed to successfully place plant into the ground very hard,
Oof.
and well, face planted into the ground very hard.
Yeah, that is.
As in, I was smeared.
Yeah, that's what's known as a problem.
That's what's known as mashed potato.
I do love the fact that I'm just standing there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hang on, we're close enough to pick up signals.
Pretty sure they're...
I'm not certain if Discord got a little choppy there. The internet seems a bit confused.
Huh. Things are stable enough for my end.
Still,
Emphasis on enough.
I'm 20% reconnected.
Don't mind us for just pushing you around a bit. Nudge the horse.
Do you mind?
Not at all. In the medbay with you.
I mind. Stop that.
In the cryo chamber. In. Nee.
You can't make me use things, remember?
No, but I can push you towards them. Like running in the 90s for that speed.
That got a little choppy. Say things. I don't know how much you're cutting out.
Words. Words and things. Hello. Whoop.
Yes. Things and
Okay,
words?
I think I've got you again.
You're now floating again.
I'm gonna check.
That doesn't help me because I'm still not reconnected.
I'm gonna check some stuff real quick.
I'm about 30% loaded.
Yep, as expected,
You're connecting it
CPU
at
is
least because we
very
no
high.
longer have the disconnect symbol above your head.
Hmm.
I strongly suspect that running Discord, Space Engineers, Shared World, and the live stream all at the same time is taxing Australia's internet a bit.
Not just our individual internets. No, the entirety of Australia's internet.
I mean, all of us sooner or later are running through Australia's internet.
Yep.
True.
And Australia's internet is, not to put too fine a point on it, crap.
Yeah. You really don't want a fine point on your crap. It's just very messy.
By the way,
Yep.
I have good news.
Hmm?
Yes.
Oh,
I can see!
the horse! The horse lives.
Hey!
I live!
Hurrah!
I'm alive! Suck it, Schrodinger!
Oh yes, Schrodinger's horse.
And I just crashed into something because I got a lag spike right as I fired up the jetpack. Also, you're
What?
cutting in and out now. Oh dear.
Please. Video game. Please.
Combat phase is now active.
Don't worry about that.
Not our problem. We're building a thing.
Do we want to start trying to build said
Well,
thing?
if the parts come down, I'm happy to basically take the grinder to it. Because salvage is fun!
Yeah. Let's see. What does this thing actually run off of? Like pure atmospheric thrust. So we could just... Yeah, we could just print this thing off, fly it over to a connection port and charge it up for a bit.
Yeah.
Remember, bits of it were missing?
Hmm? Oh, it was like pretty much just the
Pelican?
lappy back bit, I think. Which, kind of annoying, but still works.
I certainly... I'm getting only scattered syllables from Cyber. B, did you get all of the mods that I have? Because
No.
that may be required for this thing.
I don't think it would be able to be in the world without
Concerned
them.
Grumble does not answer my question. This is your world, not mine.
Yeah, I don't think it would be able to be even...
I can't be in this world without your mods.
This thing I'm looking at is from one of your mods?
I'm pretty sure you can be in the world without mine.
Hmm. And be blind while still
Yeah,
in the
because-
office. The Wi-Fi sucks here. Meanwhile, how are you all? Doing alright if struggling to deal with Space Engineers nonsense.
We did okay.
I witnessed some baffling behavior at a
If
local
you want to be
McDonald's.
very technical, cannot complain.
I witnessed some baffling behavior at a local McDonald's with a guy just ordering himself a burger, consuming it, ordering another one, leaving for like, I want to say 5-10 minutes, and coming right back and ordering another one. Very strange.
I didn't hear most of that.
Damn it!
I lost the back end of, the... What was it? The other one?
Man went to McDonald's, ordered himself a burger, ordered another burger, left for a period of time,
Yes, McDonald's burger.
and then came back, ordered another burger for himself by himself, like just going around the counter and
Yes.
I am thoroughly lost. Neff, what the
select a
left.
period? What?
This is working very well. I don't think Space Engineers likes being streamed and hit multiple people
Just
into
going
once.
around the counter and...
Going around what counter?
This is working furious?
I'm trying to make it clear. We can't hear you. Discord is cutting out.
Hang on.
Too much internets.
Ah. Maybe this'll help?
I got all 3 words of that.
Maybe this... That was 4 words, though.
I thought I heard this'll, which compound word.
I said
But,
maybe
yeah.
this will help.
Yeah, I heard maybe this'll help. So my brain read that as 3.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It seems we can hear you now. That's an improvement.
Okay.
I have turned off the stream, so I can no longer see chat. I could try bringing it up on the iPad, but honestly, at this point, I'm reasonably certain that will tank my internet right back again.
Discord and their anti-burger
try.
propaganda. Oh dear. Judging by the reactions from you two, I at least got proper... or was audible for that whole sentence at least. Right?
Okay. Would you like to try telling us the McDonald's story again? Perhaps we could hear it this time.
Okay. So. Just bizarre that now my brain doesn't want to make words. Why?
You've already made the words. Just repeat them.
I made the words twice even.
What happened? The first burger was bought and then eaten. What
Yes.
happened to the second burger?
Man showed up, bought himself a burger, like just walking around the counter, doing the blip blop blop on the computer, like all that. Then ate the first burger. Must have figured, still hungry, I'll do it again. So ordered himself a second one. Then left for like 5 or 10 minutes. Then came back and did it again. I'm so confused.
Wait. What? As in ordered another burger without eating the second one?
No, he ate the burger. He ate all 3 burgers. Just... I don't get it.
I don't see a problem with this.
It's just bizarre that...
Man ate when hungry. More at 11.
But like, doing the bit that really confused me was him going around the counter and doing all the stuff himself. Like, I don't know if he was maybe an employee or something. I'm so confused.
Oh, you mean he went into the kitchen of the McDonald's?
Not quite the kitchen, but behind the counter, yeah.
Okay, that's unconventional.
See?
Because what we heard was man went to McDonald's, got burger from people at counter, ate, got second, ate, left, came back 10 minutes later, repeated both steps. But no, if he just went round and made one...
He didn't even make it himself.
That's technically trespassing.
He didn't even make the burger himself. He still, like, ordered it through the system and then waited for it to be given to him. I don't get it.
Okay, that's even more confusing. Unauthorized... Okay, that's called theft.
Either that or he is the boss.
I don't think so, because someone who appeared to be the manager showed up and didn't seem happy with him.
I'm not surprised.
Huh.
I
He
wouldn't be
took the
happy with him
bogus
either if he was
himself,
eating all of my food.
That's the weirdest bit. He didn't take the burgers himself. Like, he waited for staff to give them to him. He just did the full ordering process. Like, I don't get it.
What?
Did
Huh.
he include the part where he gave them money?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I just witnessed repeated burger theft or not.
You probably did. I need to log into Twitch, which means they've sent me a passcode. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he's related to the owners or something? Maybe? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna start sticking more armor on this fighter. Gonna need more steel plates to actually do that. Well, that is a lot of scrap metal in there for some reason.
What do you do with scrap metal anyway?
Chuck it in the refinery and turn it back into iron. That's all it does. Why did that make the armor on this so complicated? Why do I have to go
I
and
can
make-
see chat again.
Hurrah! Oh god, there's more enemy things spawning in. I think we definitely
Okay.
need to make
scrap
this
metal
fighter...
goes into the
so-
refinery.
Yeah. We definitely need to get this fighter
Yeah.
in working order so we can take out some of these stations, because they're just
Yeah.
making things...
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, bugger the aesthetics.
just get
We
this
need
thing
the thing to
flying.
work.
Yeah.
We can muck about with the aesthetics after we've built it.
Right. So, first step, copy this nacelle on the other side.
There was some slight delay on the Discord there. Not as bad as it was. I just got some overlap. It
Ugh.
compressed a sentence for you.
Interesting.
Also, the light up and your voice has desynced for me, which is
Oh.
concerning. Yeah,
Interesting.
It's the Twitch that's done it. My internet connection can handle space engineers, and yeah, it can handle. Yeah, I've started that sentence and then restarted it 3 times, so I will just clear the slate and try again. My internet connection is capable of handling any 2 out of 3 of Twitch, Discord, and Space Engineers.
Combining any of these causes problems.
Yeah, any 2 are fine. All 3 is where the problems begin.
Where's grinder number 17?
Somewhere in
Take
the
a
pit.
guess.
Somewhere in the pit.
Yeah, because I can't seem to transfer the scrap metal out of it.
Really? Hang on. Let's use build vision to look at these. That's 19. You said it was 17?
Yeah, build vision. What button's that one?
Hold left control. And... oh, 18. 17. It's this one. Why is this one not... huh. Interesting.
Apparently I could access it, but I couldn't seem to,
I go right next to it on grinder 18 and 17. Can I move this to here? Yes. And back. But it doesn't want to move much anywhere else. Why? Binary.
because it...
Something's broke. Pretty sure this is... Wait. I see what I've done wrong. This isn't actually connected into the rest of the system properly.
Yeah, you might want to fix that.
Yeah. Do this real quick.
In the meantime, I've stolen all the scrap metal. And I'm just going to dump it in the central hopper.
Yep.
T. Curve. Alright. There, that should fix it. Now, where was I? Yes, building this, and needing
Okay.
to check how this is all put together again. A small hydrogen tank, and conveyor, a small hydrogen tank, and then some kind of mess in here to make it all work. Oh dear.
I mean, some kind of mess in here to make it all work describes most aviation engineering. I mean,
Just confirm which bits of... You don't have to wield it all completely.
I wish to.
since it's one of the few things I can do reliably, I'm going to go and make another iron ore run while you're,
Building the other half of this thing.
building.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just put the, what should we call it, wireframe on and basically tell me which bits I could need to wield.
Excellent.
Weld. If you're wielding bits of the fighter, we have a different problem.
Wields the fighter.
So,
Did I have this
anything in
organized?
particular over here? Is it completely done? So,
Trying to remember how I had this organized. I think it was basically a line of small conveyors after this bit.
can you use as a copy flip paste?
I could. Fact,
He's a genius!
I've already got a
Because
projector
this
on
thing
this
was
thing.
designed to be symmetrical, right?
Yeah. Battery off of recharge.
Hello, big iron deposit.
Need an easy way to access this
Yeah,
projector.
because
I'll just do it from the cockpit.
Thank you, Artificial Horizon. This thing accelerates really quickly now when it's empty. But decelerates very slow.
Now, let's see if I can get this to line up. First thing is probably gonna be to flip it on its head. Roll 180. Let it go. There, okay. Vertical offset up.
is it
No.
N the mirror button?
Don't think mirroring works in survival. Lined up mostly? I think so. Spud, can you check, like, roughly where it's at?
What orientate?
Oh dear, that's a problem.
Towards front.
Forward offset. Oh, I see it now. Yes.
Forward. One more. Stop.
Then
Down.
Down one. I think that looks right. Mostly.
Why this? Yeah, the problem is it's upside down. Hit the N button. See what happens.
Ooh. Hang on.
Maybe that's not what doesn't do what I think it is.
I think it's. I think the bit that we're actually planning to
One
build
moment.
/ print is in order. Really, all we need is the left nacelle.
Mm.
Looking at this from every angle.
Cyber,
Yeah?
just to check, you did make sure that this thing would fly when fully laden, right?
Nope. I also don't know how I'm gonna get it off the ground with no fuel, and it being too heavy for the other ship to lift.
No, Cyber, this thing.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, no, you cannot fully load that thing or else it won't fly. Like, especially
Why
since...
did you not tell me this before you sent me out with the mining ship?
In my defense, you chose to do that.
I told you I was doing it, and at no point did you say, "Oh, this thing isn't built to spec."
Because I forgot.
Not after the
finished-
crash.
Simon, you just finished completely rebuilding the thing. Why would
No.
you make it incapable of doing its job?
He didn't finish rebuild it, completely rebuild it. He finished
It's called...
clutching together
This thing
the
doesn't look like a
jury-rig
jury rig
solution.
solution.
Where are
Oh dear.
you?
In the hole.
Everything's going funky again. Oh no.
I'm in the hole.
Where's the hole?
You dropped a GPS beacon on it.
No, I didn't.
Switch
Unless
this
you're talking about the hole where we found the ship last time.
No, I'm talking about the hole with all of the iron ore in it. You didn't drop a GPS beacon on the hole.
Because I never found it! Remember, you kind of... I explored around.
Oh yeah, you got lost on the way to the hole.
and-
That's right.
Yeah, and then basically you guys came back. It's like, well, no use trying to find you guys because you're not at the hole anymore.
Okay. Cyber, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you please come and get me out of the hole?
Hang on, before Cyber leaves,
Yep.
I want to go refill the... I want to refill my... Ow! Don't worry, I've only run in... The med bay visit.
We're professionals.
Indeed. Oh dear.
I've come up with a kind of kludgy solution for Twitch. I've set it to lowest resolution, which is 144p. Not 1044, 144.
Professional hole finders.
But I can see.
Yep.
Oh, hey!
Welcome
I
in,
think that's a new
Grisbear
chatter.
Club.
Yeah.
Grisbear Cub, we are indeed the most professional hole finders you will ever see.
So,
This thing has...
I am ready to leave.
It looks intact, but there's ominous amounts of smoke in it. And I'm just sitting here at the bottom of the hole.
What have you done to my respawn pod?
Dude, I told you I was taking it to put iron ore in it.
And
Where
then got it
are you
stuck in a
guys?
hole.
Why would I expect that it was incapable of doing the job? You put 3 drills on the front.
You left?
Right, I was
Did
meant to
you
be
miss
guiding
the
you,
part
wasn't
where I
I?
told you I was doing...
Yeah, okay. You're here, you're the... Okay, we have so many enemy signals, we can triangulate.
Or I could just come back to you in 2 seconds.
Okay, Discord cut that out.
Yeah.
I only heard we... or I could cut.
Heading back to Spud.
So, goodbye, Twitch stream.
How far are you? How...
600 meters, give or take. Hello.
600 meters.
And
I found you!
Hello. Let me drop off some of this ore.
You're hit now. You went past.
Yep, because I'm dropping off ore.
Okay.
Discord delay. Why?
What the hell were they targeting? Boy wolves.
Unknown. Alright. Now we go. Ready?
I'm just going to try dropping some of this stone. Apparently being told to drop stone that's in the ship it doesn't like. It can I can only do that when it's on my person.
Yeah, it can be a
Why?
bit finicky about that. I don't know why. Oh, there's a defense installation right there. Oh, we gotta be careful.
Okay,
Here we are.
I'm just gonna keep heading in the direction that you were heading because I had lag spike and fell behind.
Oh dear. I will rise. I rise. Where are you? Whoop, there you are. Hello.
Right.
Hole is
Hang
here.
on. This
Yes.
is indeed a hole.
Yeah. Recommendation. Mark the hole.
Yes, marking hole.
Meanwhile, I'm
Once
just...
I find, remember which one's the inventory.
Don't mind me as I lighten the load gradually. Inventory by inventory.
Current position. And this one is... Its name is going to be Iron Ore Hole.
I was just thinking I should maybe make the hole bigger. Because it's a bit narrow at the moment and only goes one way.
Yeah, just a bit. Chucking all this stone out.
Yeah.
This should lighten you up a good
That's a
bit.
lot of stone. Okay, I'm just going to, you know, carry
Attempting
this
lift.
stone to the surface and then dump it there.
You
Good
are still
plan.
locked, by the way. That's probably not helping. There you go. Yeah, the landing gear was locked
Wait.
on.
Not getting
There you
lift, but I'm getting thrust, so...
Yep, that's how it's built. You're good now.
You made an aircraft that doesn't generate lift?
It generates enough to keep itself aloft. Barely.
Okay, I am annoyed.
Hmm?
The stone is going back into the hole.
The stone yearns for the hole.
But how if I could actually see?
Vision's optional.
Among other things.
Yep. Yeah, while I'm here, I might as well do the mining manually.
You can't carry a lot compared to the super ship, which is currently... well, it's not on fire.
I saw some smoke on there, though. Pardon me.
It's, yeah, it's not on fire, but it's definitely isn't a non-smoking flame. Okay,
I heard an
now
explodey
it's a little
sound.
bit on fire. Yeah, that was one of the engines. When
Did you kill this tree?
this thing, which cannot generate lift without thrust, in a game where thrust means you can't stop at the base. Now I have to try and pilot this thing face first into the dock. Cyber, with all due respect, the fuck were you on when you designed this thing?
Wait, I've just realized. One of the thrusters got destroyed, so that's even worse. Hang on, I can slightly fix this. How the hell? Flatmo. Large flatmo, hang on. Hold still. Stop moving.
It was there a moment ago.
Now it ain't. Get parts to fix this. You done? probably check around the other side
I
too.
don't know.
Fixie fix.
Does it could hold?
Other
Of all the
side.
things for you not to tell me, don't load it, was not what I expected.
I can't believe you would load a thing to its supposed full capacity. What madness. Alright, that's all the downward thrust fully fixed. You should be good now. There you go.
Okay. I can now kind of hover. Yeah, so I'm just going to take it very carefully back over your art project. Rotate, rotate, rotate.
Alright, where was I? Here. Building a lot of small conveyors.
Did you put a reverse camera on this thing?
Not yet. I need a lot of construction components and
That
motors.
sounds like a bit of an important feature.
I mean, feel free to stick one on there.
There it is.
Well, I've just given myself the job of moving all the rocks out of the hole.
Okay, okay.
Yep, what am I building now? It's fine. Gradually putting this nacelle together. Gradually. Slowly. Gently. This is how the nacelle is formed. I need parts. Dang it. More interior. It's okay. Where are all the... There's some interior plates, okay. Build. Metal grids for this. Maybe I just wireframe this all out, then once it's good enough I can blueprint the thing again, build it next to the weldy wall, and just print it. That sounds feasible.
Okay, I didn't hit the tree,
Good. Good job not causing
Look,
a crash.
I was going about 110 kilometers... Well, 110 meters per second towards a tree. I should probably stop before yep. Inertial dampening, it's amazing.
Very
I did
handy.
try your turning off inertial dampening thing previously. What that just resulted in was, you know, me crashing.
Ah. That is not ideal.
No.
Need steel plate. More bits.
Okay. What do we need on this thing?
Causes holes, dodging trees. Is he like the rabbit foot of the group? No, but we have do have a stag rule about me and vehicles.
Yes, namely the rule is don't.
Look, I've only run myself over with my own vehicle before.
Uh,
This is in Halo.
Okay. How do I know what this thing needs? Okay. Steel plate, construction components, steel tubes, metal grids, construction components.
Yeah.
autocannon.
It's similar with me and Halo in grenades and aiming. Once again, it's sort of in the similar don't category.
I think that's all necessary internal bits. Alright. Switch off the projector or else things get confused. Oh, not really confused, just a Troshka of build plans.
Yeah.
Remove. There we go. Alright.
I need
Double check everything's...
steel
Nope.
plate.
Still missing some thrusters. That's good enough.
I'm just gonna grab a bunch of steel plates and start on the armor.
Steel plate. I'll need construction components.
Let's follow one. There we go. Okay. This thing is now no longer necessary. Time to print a proper one. In a way that can actually get some fuel.
Is connected 2 connected up properly?
I have no idea where connector 2 is. This one? No. Connector 2.
Ah, connected 2 is that one.
Yeah. So there could well be some bits in there that don't fit through the small conveyor bits.
Hmm.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that's way out of line.
Yep,
Fix
this is connected 2. Yeah, I've emptied out connected 2.
Right, where do I start building this thing from? Back there, I guess. Flip it around.
Metal grids.
This? No. Gosh. Can't tell what I'm doing. Eh. Could one of you come here and tell me when this thing is facing away from the welding wall?
Facing away. As in...
Right now it should be facing towards, like, the guns and stuff, looking at the welding wall.
Oh, you will rotate 180.
Yep. Okay, I'm above it. Start rotating. That wrong way. It's upside down.
This way? Nope. This way?
It's upside down, but facing the other way.
Okay, I can work with that. This?
Yep.
It's
also inside the welder wall.
Yeah, the
That can be
rear end
fixed.
is in the wall, but it's finished.
Yes, perfect. Okay, this works. And I just need to line this up. Side a bit. There?
Technically.
Side on view for this. Oh, this is a bit of a mess, but I'm making it work. There. Oh, too far down. Alright. Perfect. Right. Now... just... few guide blocks. Find a spot it'll connect onto. Why is this building? You know what? Whatever. It's working. That'll do. Alright.
What is happening?
I've just realized I've got this around backwards, actually. Damn it!
You wanted the thruster end of the wall. That's what we directed you to. It was facing the other way first.
Yep, and I did it wrong, so it actually...
Why did you have us turn it around?
I forget how printing works.
If you want to face Cyber.
Hang on.
Question. By the way, how dangerous was the outpost near the iron ore hole?
Haven't gone there.
Because is it hostile to us?
If it's red, it will kill us.
They're red.
Okay.
Red is dead, as they say. Hey, there we go.
Because part of me was thinking, I want to go over there and start taking the thing apart.
We could try that.
Do we have firearms?
We could make some. I think I've got magnesium.
I'm pretty sure we do somewhere in here.
These make me a firearm. I would feel a lot safer if I had a firearm.
We have a pistol, a rifle, some magazines, some pistol magazines.
Yes. My answer is yes. Give me the things.
Alright. Can we far enough? You know what? Don't need the massive thruster. We can work with it. Okay. Now... this... Let's see if this works. Welder wall. Welding wall on. Please be in range. Please.
Why are you trying to create something inside something else?
Because I'm going to extend these pistons so that it gradually prints as it moves away. It'll work. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
Ow, ow, ow. Trust me, I say as I jam my face into the welder.
As you jam your what?
Don't worry about it. He can't find the hole, but he wants to go kill things.
He can't find the hole, but he wants to go kill things. It's odd.
Here we go. Ooh, it's...
I mean, I was perfectly able to find the hole.
It's somewhat...
I found a lake instead of the hole, which was oops.
It's somewhat disconcerting the
where's
way
the
it's just
firearm
jiggling,
machine?
but oh dear. It's working. This is working. Are these bits being properly built?
Yeah,
They look to be. Yeah,
Okay.
it's working.
Oh, new first timer.
Hello there, welcome in. You are witnessing madness.
You bear witness to us attempting things and stuff.
Why is it not?
They're in the flight seat. Flight seat of what?
Not what? See, you know, the inventory.
I'm in the inventory.
Search up firearm.
F-I-R-E, nothing. I search rifle, and they appear. They're in the flight
Ah.
seat.
Like a welding wall doing welding thing? Nothing
What
bad about that.
inventory are
Hey!
you looking in?
Thank you for confirming my nonsense is
okay.
actually sensible sometimes.
Just tried that, and no, they're refusing to leave.
I have no idea where the flight seat is, actually, in that case.
Start
I suspect
sending this.
it's in the base, so I'm going to go in the base.
We know it's working because he tried to weld his head up. Look, I didn't
We know
try
it's
to
working
weld
'cause
my
it tried
head,
to
I
weld his head
succeeded.
earlier.
I didn't try to weld my head, I succeed. Oh god, what have I done?
Yeah, you successfully welded your head.
Yeah.
is what happened there. Whether you wanted to or not.
Fixed it.
Oh, that's laggy.
I fixed it. Everything's fine.
I think that we may have to start extending it to avoid clang. Also, it did not make the very end.
We'll fix that in post. Right, the share inertia tensor, that might be causing problems. Thank you. Where is that? But that is not the right thing. That's... not the right thing? Yeah. Share inertia tensor on. Is it on? There we go. That for you as well. Okay, that should be more stable. Thank you. Thank you, CD clone. Yes. Oh, this isn't being
No, I've
properly
gone
built.
to the flight seat and it's doing the job.
Okay.
Need more large steel tubes. And also health.
Okay.
There
I
you
have
go.
acquired a firearm.
Nice. Please don't aim it at me.
Why would I aim it at you?
I'm sure I'll give you some reason at some point. Yes. Build.
Yeah, okay. Space Engineers is lagging something horrible.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
And I'm losing half of cyber.
It probably doesn't
dear.
like the thing
Everything's
being
getting
printed.
worse. So, all I got was prop.
Yeah, same here.
So,
Ah! Heck.
so the problem's not on my
That
end.
time wasn't. It wasn't. So, how goes the welding?
Working. It might be causing some of our current lag, but it's working.
It might be
Right.
causing some of our what?
Current lag. It's on before I forget him. Also, they can still be easily welded. There we go. A welding wall should not make issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting virtually nothing of... so I'm just going to return to low graphics.
Fair. Roll plus F11. Server or single player? Server. Hence, these two being
If I
around and
crash
doing
this
stuff.
time, I'll be cross.
This was a single player world they converted.
Yeah.
But
And... oh boy, is all this slow.
But yeah, this is not dedicated server. This is just, I think,
Yeah. Just me running the world and
whatever
these two
the inbuilt
jumping
was.
Okay. Okay.
To
Raw
the
graphics
what?
settings, and it seems to have worked. Everything looks atrocious, but I can see it in real time.
in. Sacrifice the one with the squeaky voice.
Sacrifice the one with the squeaky voice to please Clang. Which one's the one with the squeaky voice?
Clearly not me. Definitely not. No. Never. Slowly put this out again. If we get more lag in a
Getting
second,
little
we'll know
floating where
why.
I'm not supposed to be floating. That's not a good sign.
If you had to ask, you're it.
Oh dear. We wouldn't sacrifice the potato, we like him too much.
Can I please get a good sentence out of Cyber Discord, please?
We might sacrifice Discord, though.
That's not a sacrifice. It's revenge.
Ah! Yeah. So,
Spudite? What's a Spudite? I'm not familiar with this term.
but I. Spudite. Ah, yes, I am a potato.
Yes. An indecisive and/or confused one.
Confused potato.
Why is this stuck?
Indeed.
It tried to build things it's inside of. Hang on. Is it done? Building wall off. Alright, what's happened here?
Lang victimization?
Maybe? Hang on. Let's try shaving this bit off if I can get its hitbox properly. And maybe up top as well, that looks possibly problematic. Yeah. That's probably inside some of the welders, technically. Whoop, there we go. Alright. Now... I try to move it again. Still stuck. Maybe it's just at max... Yeah, I think it's just at max distance, actually. Next one, then.
I've forgotten how to add things to my toolbar.
Press G.
Give me a break. I've only been playing. G. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yep.
There we go. Look at my creation. My creation, which I grow gradually more and more tempted to strip all the armor off of. 'Cause I am not confident this thing's gonna fly with this much weight on it.
Look, if it doesn't fly, we'll know.
The problem is we might know in a very loud, explosive fashion. Build! Power it with a clang drive. Oh no.
Switching to graphics has made my game experience worse, but does not seem to have had any appreciable effect on the lag.
I suspect it's mostly like when I'm printing things, because it seems to like get worse every time I shift it along to build more bits. Like, for example, if I just leave it not doing anything for a minute, am I properly audible?
Right this second, yes.
Yep.
Alright, I'll leave it again for a
we
few
may
more
need to
seconds.
push it a little further.
Maybe a third piston. I'll probably need a third piston, yeah, but... Whoop. We shall see. Problem is I don't know how to add a third piston
good luck
at this point.
installing... Yeah, I was about to say, good luck installing a third piston without dropping your entire ship on the ground.
Yeah... Maybe we should have built the grinder pit directly below.
What do we actually need out of this thing?
Why were you using this?
Because weldy wall. It's cool.
Because weren't you supposed to be duplicating that side on this side?
I did that. And now I'm trying to print the thing in a way that I can actually refuel it,
Which
because
you then did not do.
Because as is, this thing's gonna be dead in the water. So there's no way to actually fuel it. Instead of a small grid piston, use a large grid piston and make the small grid on the end of that. That could work, actually. That is a good thought. For now, we run into the issue of this not being long.
Now that we've traced the fault to Cyber's computer, I'm just going to go and hide myself in a cryopod so that I can try and put my graphic settings back up again.
Ah.
I don't think it's so much my computer as just the game really not liking all these things suddenly popping into existence.
Ah.
How am I gonna build that cockpit? Because I need a way to fly this thing. Ah, welcome back, Delon. I have kind of managed to print a ship. Kind of.
In our typical halfway to planned out and then we try it fashion, we start printing without realizing that how much extension we needed.
Yeah. Thing looks like it'll explode.
We continue our pattern of being almost competent.
This thing looks like it will explode in 0.005 seconds.
Ah, another first time chat. Hello, just call me Dots.
Hello, welcome in. Welcome to me trying to figure out how printers work.
It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it kind of is, but it doesn't look that bad. We managed to make the thing look quite stylish. Cyber was insistent on that.
I want it to be cool.
But,
Oh, I am also growing increasingly sick of all this armor on it because it's so damn heavy and How am I gonna lift this thing to get it?
Cyber, you installed it!
Yep.
For the aesthetic, if I remember correctly.
The 160p I'm viewing it in makes it look like mush. That's probably for the best. It's wall on. Looks to be. I'm not gonna get any closer to it.
Yes, the wall is on. I can see it welding. Do not walk into the welding wall.
Not conveyor connected. This whole bit is.
Atmospheric thrusters. They're mostly up and down, right?
I mean, any thrust will work so long as it's pointed in the right direction. And in the right atmosphere, of course. What's the charging issue with it?
Right.
Currently the issue isn't charging, it's figuring out how to get a cockpit on here. Actually, I suppose I could just glue one onto the top momentarily to get it flying. And then, yeah, that'll work. Alright.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
There are simpler solutions to everything you're doing than printing the entire ship again.
Why is it not stockpiling? Wait, is the other... Is this one still set to stockpile? Push the projection out. There is not enough room with the currently existing pistons.
Yeah.
Stockpile's off on this one.
Once again, we started printing it without actually planning out how much extension we needed. Then, at full extension, we realized we need more extension to get the cockpit printed. Oh!
Thank you for
And
subscribing.
thank you,
Nolan.
Nolan, for subscribing.
Yes. Many thanks. Now, how the hell do I make this work? This should be gas.
You going to the hole again?
I'm going to make the hole bigger. It's something productive I can do other than stand around watching Cyber fail to design his magnum opus.
Yeah, there's gas in this tank, and
Yeah.
it's not on stockpile. Why will it not... What? Why, though? But why? Tank. Stockpile on. What? Huh? Your gas tank off? Shouldn't be. Lock is on. Is on the side with dark. I think that's just when it's empty, yeah. If it's off, it should be red. On the base. Oh! Hang on. Hang on.
Are we actually out of ice?
Yes. Any ice pretty much automatically gets converted into hydrogen to go in this tank.
Is the hydrogen tank full?
Nope, it's like 12% full. It's
Right,
on.
Never mind iron, I'm gonna get ice.
Yes, please. Why is...
Next question, where ice?
Why isn't
Big
this
Lake,
working?
okay. Go to Big Lake.
Wait, hang on.
I'm gonna go get ice. I only have a hand drill, but it works.
I need to check the lines. It should be connected in. This bit's definitely connected, because otherwise it wouldn't have been able to fill in the first place. Working all along here. Should be working down there. Then somewhere up here. I connected up here.
This lake has a hole in. I'm assuming that's where you get ice.
Yep. It should be working, I think.
This lake has
Unless... Hope this is a mining ship you're building. Nope, that's what horses currently are flying. This should all be connected. Why is it not? What's going on?
I don't know, you built it.
Yes, first thing I did was build a mining ship. I know the pain of not having a mining ship. And yes, Nalon, your sub did go through. You may have not heard us because internet. Oh god. Wolves. Gatling gun. Thank you. Get those tubes. Alright. How do I make this work? Maybe I should stick... Hang on. Hang on. The oxygen tank is filling. Why aren't the... What? What? What?
Baffling.
Chat, help. What the hell is this? Alright, hang on. What?
I don't know. Does ice go in the refinery?
Ice goes in what's it called again? O2H2 generators. Filling from O2H2 gens, perhaps. Maybe is... This one still isn't filling, though. I just hooked them all up wrong? No, but then this one wouldn't be filling. What? What the hell have I done here?
To be very blunt, why are you asking me?
Wait, no, it might be... Okay, this might be refilling because of the air vents I've set to D thingy. You tell us you created this thing. Look,
This monstrosity was your idea.
Look, expecting me to know how something I built works is... That's a big assumption, my friend.
This is...
It's an oxygen tank? Yeah, I've built this thing to be also space-worthy.
Okay. But good news, I have ice. Bad news is I also... okay, it's not smoke. I just kicked up some dust. But trying to be very, very careful while I navigate over this thing, and it's not working.
Well, I'm out here with a drilling ice.
Why are you doing that? We have a ship. It can carry several hundred times what you can. Or at least it should if Cyber had built it right.
Grisbear Cubs, thank
Now
you
you
for the
see why I'm
follow.
out here drilling ice.
Thank you for the follow. I hope you'll enjoy the streams going forward.
Okay, need to offload this thing.
Yes, please do help. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here.
Hang on.
From everything I can see, this should be working. Why isn't it?
I have an idea.
I need a drink. Hang on.
Okay, if I now push... Hey! I've done something stupid.
What? What the?
What?
I mean, that works, yeah. Make the system on the ship work.
That is indeed an idea.
It works, yeah. Should be good, unless this is connected.
Where do I need to put this ice? Where was it?
The O2H2 gen.
O2H2 generator. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the indicators on the base tank being dark is just because there's so little in there that it's not even like showing 1 pip. But there is stuff in there. And it's going up thanks to my friends filling it with ice. Or hydrogen, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Why is there still gravel in this cargo container?
I can't get it out.
I don't know.
Why is this not working?
In any case...
Hinge, yeah. I think I've connected the hinge up properly. All grid head, yeah.
Okay, now I...
Don't tell me
now
that
I can move.
Don't tell me this setup I've got here with the small hinge head to the conveyor converter to pistons doesn't actually work. Priority is set for base by default, then the ships. But I've got stockpile on the one on the ship. On the head should do. I'll double check the hinge part real quick. Hinge part, or... Yep.
Should I keep getting ice?
Yes, we're gonna need a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Large port into the large port and then conveyor converter. Base needs to fill up for... Wait, like entirely? Huh. That is not something I was aware of. If so, we're gonna need a lot of ice. Oh no. Oh god.
Do we need to add more of the flat thrusters onto the mining ship? So that way it has ability to fly.
You know what? I'm gonna speed this up for us and put a small hydrogen tank so we don't have to fill this whole thing. And then just move it all into that. Oh god. Small hydro tank for this. There we go. glue it on somewhere for a moment. Yeah, up here. Up here will do. Up the right way.
Is there a way to see the stats of object?
What do you mean? That's working. What do you mean by the stats of an object?
What its power requirements, etc., etc.
In the inventory screen, go to, I think it should be control panel, and then click on the relevant block.
Okay.
Beast, hello!
Hello, Beast.
Have a beast! Hello.
We have a beast. How was the
Hello.
vacation? Hopefully it was heckin' good. We are trying to sort out a lot of nonsense, don't mind us. Okay, stockpile
Did you
this.
see the same message I did?
Hang on, what was it?
What? Hunchback dropship.
Hunchback
How do I open
dropship
up
approaching
the?
ground installation. That should be fine. It's not coming for us.
Aren't we a ground installation?
Yes, but it's approaching its own one, which is probably the lookout tower over there. Yeah, I've got.
How do we know it's approaching its own?
Yeah, I've got
Because
the...
it's literally because I'm watching it approach that one.
Ah.
Yeah, I've installed the whatever it's called base auto repair mod, and it's still not working. Ah! Alright. This still super fun. The 14-hour flight's not as much. Oof. I only fell asleep around 5 p.m, so my sleeping schedule is a bit messed up now, but that's okay. Oh, I know that feeling. We're all doing alright, except for screaming at...
It appears that
Things
the
don't want
flat
to work.
atmospheric thruster does. Yep. Huh. It appears the
already
flat
full.
atmospheric thruster
Hmm.
does not actually require. Huh. Do you want me to get out of the way?
One tanky needs 6
Yes.
hydrogen. Oh god. How many do I have on station right now? I think it's like 2 or 3. Yep, 3. Oh god. Oh, and where'd this timer block come from? Okay. Ah. Okay. Ah. Wish you the best of luck with building. It's 2:30 a.m. and I am still exhausted. Gonna sleep again. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Thank you. Go sleep. Recover from your vacation.
Indeed. It's good to see you, Beast.
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking. It's good to chat.
Set this to stockpile as well. If I can. Come on. Stockpile. Steal everything out of here. Yes.
That's the iron ore hole, and the one and the base of this the defense installation.
Okay, we found a job for Spud. Scout.
Hmm. I need one. What do you mean I need a steel plate, please? Do I not have any? Build 1,000 of them. Why the... Build. There. I now need hydrogen. Scout, otherwise known as meat shield or bullet magnet.
To be honest, you're talking to someone who grenaded themselves in Halo. In training.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong with that.
Or tubes. Six plus for faster refill. I don't think refill is the current issue. It's
They have an inhibitor field. Interesting. Disables jetpack dampeners.
oh yeah, be careful of that. If you get too close whilst your jetpack's still on, you'll probably just splat.
I've been approaching on foot for the last 500 meters. I stopped at a kilometer out.
Up, crash.
I heard a bonk. Oh dear.
Why would you build a thing that can't fly?
Oh, hello. Oh,
That's it. Why? I don't understand why this thing functions the way it does. It cannot. Oh wait, hang on. I think I lost cargo.
Yeah,
which
I'm currently
means that I can now fly. I will offload what's left of it, and then we will do damage control.
Oh god, where's the hole gone?
I wondered why I lost inventory.
The hole? This is the hole.
Yes. Oh. Cargo. The connector broke off!
Oh,
To lose when we crashed!
The AI's ever run out of ammo!
How do I put down landing gear? How do I put down landing gear on this thing?
I forget if I set a hotkey, so just press P. Or once you're...
Unable to park. I think the landing gear fell off.
Hang on. Yeah, you broke off all the landing gear. You're on your own.
Well, they have bullets. I discovered they have bullets.
For fuck's sake.
Why does he fly it knowing it won't fly? Good question. Why do you do that, horse?
Because you need ice and we don't have a better option.
We have a better option. Fix this piece of crap. Why do you just keep flying it? The landing
Don't we
gear
need
fell.
ice to fix the piece of...
No, we don't.
We just need components, of which we have many.
Why are you not doing that then?
Because you said
Because you flew it off to collect ice.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me we needed ice. What was I supposed to do? That won't lock there because it's too small. And I now weigh too much to get out of the hole.
You only fill it up 50%, but you guys try to fill it up until that bar is... Make a martini and wait. There you go. Grizzbear Cub's got the answer for you.
I mean, it has an indicator telling me when it's running out of lift, right?
Nope.
So why... Then what's the bar for? It changes
That's
color,
inventory.
Then how come I tested it, filled it up, it flew fine with the second bar empty?
It goes red when you are nearing capacity.
Oh. So it doesn't... That's not a thrust indicator.
No.
No.
Focus flight.
I mean, that would have been the obvious way to design this system, so I made what's called an educated guess.
Do we want to try and... Well, now we have to fix it.
I mean, let me put it this way. I would love to just offload the ice I've got and then park this thing somewhere, except I can't offload the ice.
Probably because you just broke the connector.
What connector? I've got a tiny thing on here that doesn't fit the connector port.
That's a
That's
small
what I told you
connector.
3 minutes ago.
That is a small connector. You
Why
you
am I doing
had
this
it
the
lined
slow
up perfectly before.
And it wouldn't lock. I go down here,
Ow.
I line it up absolutely perfectly, and it won't lock. Because it's small. I told you that 5 minutes ago.
Because that's the small one.
Thinking that you would come.
That is a small one. However, there was a large one, which you have since broken in attempting to get that.
And then you came and put another one on so that I could off. What are we doing?
I don't know.
I'm trying to, in order, put a large connector on this thing and offload the ice.
Yeah,
What are you
meanwhile,
doing?
discovered that we have several tons of ice inside the frigging, inside a wielder, containers, and several containers. Why is there ice in a wielder?
I don't know.
Welder. The word you're looking for is. The word you are looking for, Spud, is welder.
We're out of small steel tubes. Hang on.
Where do I connect this thing to offload inventory?
Give me a second to fix this. There we go. Line up the big connector to the big
Because
connector.
we still have something like 15,000 worth of ice inside an inventory somewhere.
What big connector?
The one I put just in front of the small one. Back up a bit. There you go.
Also, how cool is the...
Which lock? There, you connected.
Okay, now. Offload all the ice.
The connector has no color.
We already hit 50% ice thingy, so yay.
Hurrah! Ugh. How are these going?
Okay,
Why did I do this again? Alright,
okay,
empty this one.
slight hitch in the plan. I don't know if it's a skill issue. We're very close to... We keep running out of ice capacity, and I have to wait for some to be processed to offload the rest.
Yeah, because I have been searching through our spare containers, and I found that we have something like 50,000 in a container somewhere that we don't... that sort of been left there.
Why?
So you had ice.
I did. How did that happen? What? What?
Have you just been collecting things and then hitting the offload all button?
Not ice.
Because there was something like 15,000 inside the welder.
Welder.
Inventory full.
Good question.
We are clearly very good at this.
Inventory
Guys
full.
need help. Do you want me to
Inventory
join to
full.
help out? Nah, we're mostly making it work, but thank you for the offer.
Yeah.
This
Besides,
in here.
I'm not sure if people come to watch our incompetence or our semi-competence.
Inventory full.
I mean, I like watching other people succeed, so I watch streamers to share in their triumphs. Then again, when I'm actually playing, I think all of us could best be described as
Full.
fucking clowns. So,
I just do. Oh, this bit was only You know what? That works. That's fine. No one saw that. You know what? It almost looks like it's meant to be there. It's fine. Yes, it can go.
Did you break something that I'm going to get cross at you about?
Probably not. I just moved the catwalk a little bit.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, before we do anything else,
Yeah.
fix this thing.
Alright. Let's see what the hell we've got to work with here. Oh god.
You said it.
Have you considered making a vehicle that will actually fly under all available operating conditions?
That might be
if
an
not-
idea.
First time playing
Is there
Space
a-
Engineers.
And if not, have you considered putting its actual flight limits in the operator's manual?
My first time, no.
So
These
I
two,
know-
yes, effectively.
Something else. I would greatly appreciate knowing how much weight I can actually put on this thing. Which is not documented anywhere that you've told me.
Oh dear.
Why did we just stop processing?
Hmm? Oh, probably...
How the hell? Why?
Hang on. Hang on. Yes, it's full. Okay, now,
I'm
is
trying
this
to
one
find
finally
out.
filling?
What did you do?
Is this one filling now?
Ah,
It's still not...
okay, I escaped. Where did the tank go? The hydrogen tank.
I removed the big one in favor of 3 smaller ones, in hopes that the other guy was right and that, okay, the base needs to be fully full before it'll fill ships.
Where are the small ones?
On top of the industrial refinery, right up here. Wait. Okay. This could be the problem. Now turn stockpile
You're right.
off of all these ones,
There.
please. Please? Let me just one of these things fill. Please. Why won't they fill? See if you can pull anything through the port on the connector at the bottom of the new ship. That's an idea. Alright, so connect here. Then literally anything that should fit through a small tube. Computers, that'll... No! Okay, so there's a break in the network somewhere. Might be the hinge. It might be the hinge. I don't know where else this could be going wrong. Make the way back. Okay. Might empty. Nope, not here.
Honestly, part of me is wondering whether or not I should just dump the big tank back in, because we're now currently... All of the generators are full of ice and and we've still got more ice.
I connect this for a second. Not sure why I used the hinge for this fit anyway. I think I just wanted something to switch from large grid to small grid, which, yeah, with the large piston idea, I probably shouldn't have done yet, and that's a wolf. Okay. Can I move things? Yes, this works.
Where's
Okay. So, somewhere along here,
Hey.
there's a break. Is it?
Wolf removed.
Thank you. This
Wolf
is
did not
upside
have any
down.
spare parts.
This is the problem. Yes. Okay. I can fix this now. I just need a single steel plate. Finally. Thank you, chat members.
Oh,
Grind this off for a second.
this is upside down. Finally.
There.
The generator... The generators are finally emptying!
Hurrah! everything's working. You know what? Is it worth fixing the... yeah, it should be. Once I've got this sorted, I'll... yeah. Hang on. I think I need to notice this bit. No, it was this bit. Conveyor sort, converter. Yes. Put up the right way.
And ice is no longer empty.
Yeah, Cyber, you'd fixed it. Have you kept fixing it until you broke it again?
Oh, I've only just now fixed it. We are not ChatGPT to give you all the answers.
Yeah, how do
Why?
I change this thing? How do I change this thing so it makes it so it stockpiles?
Which thing?
We have all the ice in the world. I just want to turn on one of these.
They're already full. Setting them to stockpile won't make the generators go.
Wait, what? They're already...
Yeah, you see all those green dots on them? Broken in several places, maybe.
Oh, sorry, I've been reading the wrong thing. I'm looking at inventory. No, what we need is, gas.
What the...
I see gas!
Why did... I don't know why putting...
Pilot lights active!
I don't know why putting the wireframe for a small cargo conveyor worked, but it's working. Okay, we're in business. What the hell? There's a fighter cockpit. Clang has been appeased. Now sacrifice the spud. No.
We like our potato. Does us feel better about ourselves.
Look, if all else fails, you can always just throw, you know, balls into the bottomless ball pit.
Yes. Sacrifice your balls. Alright. Now. I need to detach the thing first, hang on. Also probably unstockpile some of these. There we go. I'm gonna assume the ones on the other side are working. Okay. Chat, cross your fingers that this doesn't just explode.
Well, that's possible. Okay, I'm gonna wait over here.
So, everybody's in agreement that I should be sacrificed for the sake of Clang.
Apparently.
I'm not.
Hey, I
Well,
got
the
it.
chat is.
I made it work. Aha!
Hey! You have very, very technically got it airborne.
Alright, Spud, could you switch on the welder wall for me? Wait. Give me a second, actually, I need to set up the projector on this bit. Blueprints. That's way off to the side for some reason. Way ahead of you, Grizz.
What's way off to the side?
Wait, what? I got this. Oh. Oh, don't only show buildable, show all the things. Is it?
Hang on. Okay, I think you're aligned. Forward one.
Forward one. Whoop.
That's two.
Yep, hang on. It's finicky.
Okay, down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Out here? That looks right. There we go.
That aligns perfectly.
Alright. Spud,
Have
weld
you
the wall.
tried clearing the other wall?
I'll do
the
that in a
wall.
second.
Have you tried...
Wait, no, other end for the welder wall.
Is your nano's not trying to build stuff?
I'll
you actually
do
use
it.
in warp mode?
Where's
Yep.
the button?
I only want the nanotech system building stuff on the base. I basically set it as a kind of auto-repair function. The wall on? Not on.
There should be one big, very fancy button, yes?
There's no big fancy button, just go into any control panel, type welding, and switch on the welding wall.
Individually?
No, there's a big group for it. It'll be asterisk, welding wall, asterisk.
Welding wall. Okay, and that is use convey on. Toggle block on.
There we go. My masterpiece. I did think more also meant subgrids, I guess not. Yeah, it's a little weird with that.
Question: are we sure it's not going to also try building the other projection?
It's fine, so long as it's not got a connection point within range, it'll be all good. Next time, yeah, as soon as I've got this thing printed, I am definitely rebuilding that whole setup, because, oh god, it's bad.
I'm just... Right. A connector goes here along with an engine, right? Yeah, I think so.
Whereabouts?
I'm looking at the mining ship and it's let's go with glory.
In all its
It
heavily
used to be-
damaged glory.
It used to be glorious. Not so much now.
If you want to have a go at fixing it up, please have at it. I've ran out of... Bugger. I was not paying attention to my fuel.
You don't say.
Oh.
I've got a bunch of hydrogen tanks. How much do you need?
A lot. I don't...
Okay.
Oh dear. You might need some hydrogen tanks. Yeah. Also, it might be worthwhile to just switch out the oxygen tank for an O2H2 gen, because, oh god. This ain't worth it.
Hang on. Okay.
I have to put all the
Where
gyros
is
back in place, but...
oxygen tank? Small hydrogen tank. These are all connected to the engines, right?
Yep. All one big system.
Yeah, have some...
Why can't I seem to connect anything to this?
How have we not been attacked yet? Sheer luck. They're sort of just doing their own thing. Add a generator, yeah, that I think I'm gonna have to do that.
the second cockpit is... oh. Okay.
Um...
Okay, let's try this. I've put some hydrogen in the cockpit.
Zero. That's not done it. I'm just gonna remove this oxygen tank and put in an
Didn't
O2H2
like
gen.
hydrogen bottles, but... Yeah. Well, this is going frustratingly slow.
Project off for a second so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. One's also disconnected, yeah. build an antenna on the base so we can find our way home easier, and the enemies can find us. That's the thing, there's already an antenna on the thing, they just don't seem to care. Where am I going? This way. Right. Connection ports there, there, and there. I've got the wrong thing. Generator. O2H2. Right. This can connect into here. Here and then. Where is it? Bare frame, there it is.
Where do I fill the hydrogen bottles
The antenna's
again?
not set to us, it's neutral. I could fix that at some point. Probably don't need to, but I should.
Get around to explaining why.
Oh dear, you've gone a bit robot-y. What did you say? Hello? There. Right. Now I need ice. Much as I can carry. There we go. Just let that build up for a bit. It's so fun, since you play with nanites, you could build a small grid nanite in that spot. I think, maybe. Nah, I think I'll pass for now. Dampener's on? No, dampener's off for a bit so I can build up some fuel and then actually do things. Once it's got some built up, I will fly it off again. Now I'm just gonna...
Yeah. I'm still trying to refill the hydrogen bottles.
Pardon?
I'm still trying to refill my hydrogen bottles.
Ooh, that's right. These things probably haven't been set to auto-refill bottles. There is it. Auto-refill on. Auto-refill on. Auto-refill on. There. Shove them in any of those, and they'll work.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh, good. Alrighty. Huh. Needs more ice. Did you steal an incon base? Maybe. I might have done a little bit of space piracy. No one can prove I did or did not. Oh, it's one of the assault cannons not finished built. Ow! This welder wall's still on.
Is low.
Ow!
Yes!
Ow! Hey. Hey, to be fair, they didn't steal this. I did. Where am I going?
Yeah.
Conquer is a
My
better word,
sci-fi
yeah.
franchise of choice views space piracy as a hanging effect. So, I definitely did not engage in space piracy. All the space piracy was on him.
No, you're simply benefiting from the space piracy. Liberate. Yes, I liberated this base from Incon.
I mean, I don't have probable cause to believe that you are guilty of space piracy. Remember, I don't know this game. All I know is I turned up with this base and you had a fancy fighter craft and a welding wall.
I'm taken from Parallax. They kicked my butt quite a lot early game. Yeah. I've had a few save games where Parallax have just bombarded me. I did manage to steal one of their sky factories at one point, though. That was a beautiful haul. Ooh, this... out of steel grids again, I think.
And now I no longer have plausible deniability.
Wait. No, there were steel grids in there. What? Or metal grids, rather. Why? Okay, whatever. It was a foreclosure sale. $100mm cannons. I'm guessing you're running Weapon Core? Ever since they added the new weapons to base game, I've not really bothered with Weapon Core, because I feel we've got decent enough variety. All twin weapons. Ooh. I think I used those before, actually. Fun stuff. Nope. Areas at war scenario. I've not heard of that. I might look at it later. Why is this not working? The ice in there.
Good question.
Why is it only filling? Okay, it is still filling, just very slowly. Maybe I need to staple a couple more generators on here to make it go a bit faster. Custom railgun turrets. Oh, yes. I love custom turrets. They're tricky to get working, but god, are they fun.
Okay, the thing is symmetrical and a little more fixed, I think.
Hurrah!
I have no idea what its flight profile's like.
Sorry. Let's have a look. Did you put any additional engines on it?
Not yet.
This thing should probably be able to generate lift. So,
Is Potato your Capac? If anything, I might be our
What do you
Capac.
mean by that? Catback?
Brain. Capac is another content creator guy, usually plays with Splitsy, who is one of the most well-known Space Indias players. Capac does interesting things. Or is he TFE? Maybe I'm the TFE? I don't know. Money, you need scripts enabled and have auto. That's a thing I should set up on
you
that.
keep talking about people I do not know.
Fair. This filling faster. Kind of. Almost at 50. Alright.
I mean, where are we going to put it while you finish building the thing?
For now, it can stay on the ground, because I've just realized I need to put more gyroscopes back on there.
Which direction was the thrust inadequate on?
Down.
Down, okay.
And the gyroscopes.
I should probably go, refill my energy.
Possibly.
Probably, yes.
I'd have to jeff off all the gyroscopes, that's the problem. That's not a connection point. That's not a connection point. I'll have to go here. And wait. This is very finicky. There.
Yes.
Small question.
Mhm.
As you're putting the final touches on printing this one and making it fly, what are we going to do with this?
1 second, I have to look at the gyroscope.
I have a
what?
grinder.
Oh, that.
No, we have a grinder pit.
Honestly, once this is functional, we can drop that into the pit. Because
Yeah.
logically, this should have
That's
enough
what I was
lift.
thinking. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be the most jank ship, but then again, it's a mine ship. It can be jank.
Yeah.
I mean, your initial plan, which shall not be further discussed, is no longer functional for secret reasons. So we're going to need an alternate, and I think the grinder pit will do.
There we. Oh, this is a mess. I've just looked at this. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This side,
Yeah, looking at it
perfect.
from this side,
You've
it looks
made a
cool.
fighter craft. It looks great. Just vectoring everything. On this side,
I have made the
congratulations. I think.
the
Sounds like you
spaceship
can turn your
version
spotlight
of
off.
that one meme image of a half-completed horse painting or drawing.
Yeah. Draw the rest of the horse.
Yeah.
Applicable to me. Yeah.
Right, switching the welding wall back on. Let's get this hopefully done. Gonna grab a bit more ice to be safe. Alright. Dampeners on. Fly. Up. Vector back on. Fuel is holding steady for the moment, but I'd
You
best get
don't
this done
need-
fast.
You don't need the support strut you started building it on. You just need to finish.
There we go. There. At this point, I think I'm gonna call it good enough, because, oh god. Alright. Now I just need to put some ammo in the thing and it'll be workable.
I've added more thrusters. Do you think this will be enough?
Hang on, let me have a look.
How good are the flat atmospheric thrusters anyway?
Decent. They're not quite as strong as the standard big atmospheric thruster. The large atmospheric thruster.
These are the large flat atmospheric thrusters, yes.
Yeah. Whereas the large atmospheric is stronger. Takes more bits, I think, but notably stronger. Not that much of that.
One moment.
Yeah. Good luck mining with something that wide. Yeah, form factor is a
Yeah,
consideration.
I've noticed that problem as well.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Just sticking more engines on. Total space programming engineering style.
Ah, you're a KSP engineer.
I've never actually played KSP. Nor have I actually played much building games, bar deck builders. And unfortunately, Thin to Win does not work on this game.
Let's see.
No, it really should, but it doesn't. Apparently, we've come up with a way to tell the Tsiolkovsky rocketry equation to bugger off, at least for the most part. But,
Kinda. Alright. What's smoking and why? Oh wait, no, that's the projector being funky. Okay, that's fine. Just get rid of the prints, they're no longer super relevant. Then get a blueprint of this mess before I go explode it. There we go. I also need to give it its proper name, or else I'll never find it again.
oh, wolf!
There. You know, you can just float slightly above it, right? There you go. Alrighty. Ammo. How much ammo should I take? And also, is everything properly complete? Yes.
Yeah, now the wolf is heading for you.
That's fine.
Apparently this wolf is immortal.
Recharge on off. Bag plates.
What?
Tried to warn you.
Where is the rest of the
Why
ship?
isn't this wolf dying?
What just happened?
Why did you drop a ship on my head?
I suspect one of you shot the landing gear out.
I was also aiming for the wolf.
It was Spud.
Well, good news, I'm about to pull it into the grinder anyway. As soon as I remember to actually put thing on
This
my hotbar.
wolf is immortal.
Huh.
Look at this.
We shall name it Okami.
Huh.
We found an immortal wolf.
I see no immortal wolf, by the way. I think there's a bit of desync happening.
Huh.
Either way. To the grinder.
It just ran under the ship.
Ugh. It's heavy. Oh, it's very heavy.
The turrets will take care of it once we get it out of the way.
Yeah. I think it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, but it's probably fit to fight. So long as they don't aim for the left nacelle.
I'll do the honors.
Yes.
Grind pit
Oh god.
on.
There we go.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
I'm
Let
fine.
go of the thing.
Let go,
Actually, I
let
should
go, let
still
go.
Get back and get more fuel. Back it up. I'm going to need a lot
Whoop,
more
there
hydro
it goes.
tanks on this thing. There we go. Yes. Gonna need a large tank. Yeah.
What? The shrapnel's flying.
Yep.
Yeah, it does that with
I
small
almost got
grid.
hit by a chunk.
Well, there it goes.
Yep. I'm going to turn this off while we reposition, because some of it's fallen out. Also, you realise the sun's up and you can turn your headlamp off, right, Spud?
Oh yeah. Could also do that.
I was in the pit earlier, and it was dark in there.
Ah.
Oh.
The wolf can't attack me because I'm hovering above it with a chain at, with a saw thing.
Ran out of fuel again.
Oh, in the pit.
In the pit. Hang on, I just need ice, I can fix
Hey,
this.
Cyber. Hey, Cyber, come see this immortal wolf.
Oh. Where are you? Where is the immortal wolf? Where's it? I can't. Oh, there.
Look for us. Both Spud and I are standing here with grinders on the thing.
Does this count as animal cruelty? Turn on the pit, I dare you. No. No.
Nope. Yeah, I think this wolf is desynced, which means that
Hang on. What if I
it can
grind
damage
it?
us, but we can't damage it.
Wolfie, get back here. No, it looks like
Why
even
are
I
you
can't
upside
hurt it.
down?
What the?
Huh. No, wait!
I just ran into a grayling and then
I did it. I have killed
died
the immortal.
randomly.
Okay, you could kill the wolf.
Yes.
We couldn't. I wasted so many magazines of ammunition on that. We will remember him.
That was a thing.
Okay. Him speed slowed quite a lot.
Well, I guess we've got the sacrifice to appease the clang.
Yeah. Like the wolf was bugged, sim speed slowed quite a lot by hurting it. Yeah, that was weird.
Hmm.
Got ammo in. Huh. Not sure how that happened, but cool. I need to get some assault cannon shells then. And also
And some
more fuel
hydrogen.
storage. Yeah, more fuel storage. Oh, this thing's a mess.
Because this thing is not very fuel efficient.
Nah. I forgot just how small
Considering you filled it
tanks
and
are.
it got 30 meters.
I forgot just how small the small
You
tanks are.
filled the thing and it got 30 meters. Yeah, I know that there's some planes that can operate at low fuel efficiency, but seriously, 30 meters.
Oh, I've got to stick the other other O2H2 gens on here, don't I? How long it'll take before you run out of battery power? 2 hours by this thing's count. Fine. Welcome back again, Nalon. I got the ship in the air. Briefly.
It's in the hole.
All things return to the hole.
Yeah, we do not turn on the button.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go AFK to go to the loop. Be back in a
Okey-doke.
bit.
Alright, the white signal. I need to claim ownership of this dang antenna.
Those are very vulnerable hydrogens.
They're fine. For the moment. Oh god. There we go. Yes, I will not be turning on the grinder pit at the moment. What's it called again? Ore processing.
Are we going to carefully maneuver these pieces of the last blood swallow into the grinder pit, or should I just start grinding them away manually?
Feel free to start grinding, but I will be shifting them once the actual blood swallow has refueled a bit. Alright.
In that case, I'm not going to bother.
Base is now
I'm
properly
going to go
ours.
and test out. I'm going to go test out this new and improved question mark. Mining vessel.
Joke's on you. Spud can't turn on the grinder pit. He's getting food. Or peeing. I forget which it was. Either way.
What?
Lock that.
Why was this thing set to not?
What's happened?
Who parked this thing last?
Hang on. Parked which thing?
The mining ship.
Don't think it was me.
Because when I got out of it, I had set the battery. When I got back into it just now, it had been left on auto.
Oh dear. It
I
didn't
have set it to charge.
It hasn't exploded, has it?
No, the battery's just low.
Grab this little bit piece. Yellow? Yes.
Also, why does this thing contain steel plate, tubes, displays, and bulletproof glass?
Unknown. There we go. Nalon asks, important question. Has the ship been spud blessed yet? Amazingly,
We are
no.
not spud blessing.
Did I crash a ship here to make the hole? Nope, I detonated a warhead and haven't yet bothered actually putting any armor to funnel things in. Need more ice. You should spud bless it for posterity. But none but Spud can spud bless.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Grind a pit on. There we go. Whoa, that bit nearly hit me. Alright, that's good enough. Get the rest of this by hand now.
No. What is this thing doing?
I'm
What's
back.
happened?
Apparently somebody wanted me to bless something.
No.
Whoa!
Oh god, how am I gonna get those bits? You're it. They're lost in the
What are
void.
you looking at?
Look down there. You'll have to flip upside down to see him.
Hang on.
Hang on. Rotate. Oh, you've got to be.
Nalon asks, if I get myself a car, will you bless it, Spud?
As someone who in real life has a driver license, no.
Squeeze in here.
A good deal of my crashes in game come from me trying to check my corners, and the game's having the steering be directly connected to where you're looking.
You need to be able to check your corners without looking. That's
Indeed. Also, CD Clone, thank you for following. I hope you'll enjoy this. I hope you'll enjoy the streams going forward. Oh right, no,
I
that
have
works.
no idea what we're gonna do about those.
I have a drill.
No, don't do that. Chat has the answer, and it doesn't involve deforming the terrain. Because once the terrain is deformed, you cannot fix it.
Weren't we gonna put armor around this thing?
Yes, but I'll know it's wrong.
Spud,
Yes.
put the drill away.
Auto repair system, there it is.
But leave them for now. Fiber has a plan.
Okay.
I do not know how much more strongly I need to tell you. Leave the pit alone.
Speaking of which, have you gone and tried the new and improved question mark ship?
I'm trying to empty the inventory. It's harder than it should be.
Make his Is fly mode on this thing? On. Ah, here it is. Fly mode.
The cockpit is full of components. Why is it doing this?
Next question, how do I... How am I gonna get it to know that I want those things ground down? Was I... Maybe I could use build color? Ah. How am I gonna do this?
Okay. Okay. I think I've emptied the inventory.
Nope, there's still gravel in there.
But you... Get out!
Okay, I can paint them from this distance, that works. Ow. Pain.
Because I have a plan for upgrade 2 where I flip the engines that I connected to the end on top of the other engines and have them upside down.
They will gravel, not leave!
What?
Why won't the gravel leave?
Oh, I can set it to just grind, not own block. That's better. Thank you. But, the grinder...
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this manually. I'm gonna pick up the gravel.
Neutral blocks.
Why won't the gravel not leave?
Welcome to my world! Can I get the gravel into the cockpit? No. Can I get it into the...
Why is it not grinding?
Where does gravel go?
Do you want me to take the opportunity to, while we're here, to add more engines?
I'm going to test it out with the ones it's got first, but...
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
the gravel cannot be moved anywhere.
Yeah, because I've got an idea that will reduce the length profile for the thing.
What do you mean reduce the length profile? Describe before you do anything.
We move. You know how the engines are sticking out too long, the flat ones. We flip them upside down, put them on top of the thrusters, on top of the engines that are already there.
There it goes.
Why would adding thrust upwards help me with thrust downwards?
Needed for the reactors.
That's a good
Wait.
point.
What's happening with
I
gravel?
need thrust down. We can't get gravel out of the ship's inventory. It is stuck in small cargo container.
Oh yeah, I can't figure out how
We
to get.
can't get 27.9 kilos of gravel out.
Yeah, I have no idea
It
why
doesn't
that's
go
just
to
stuck in
any
there.
other box on the system.
If you're that
Why
concerned
is there
about
gravel stuck in your cargo container?
it, I don't know. If you're that concerned about it, you can just carve your way in, break it, and yeah.
I lost you out.
Ah!
That sounds very counterproductive. I can tolerate 27 kilos overweight. And I now have a stern-mounted connector again, so... Charged.
Is this thing even gonna fly? I mean, it flew before.
It-
Okay, that's all cleaned up now. Beautiful.
Okay, why can I not unlock?
Give me a second, I'll come see what's wrong. Pull this back as it was. Granting neutral blocks, where's that? Where is it?
So surround the grindo pit should be just light armor blocks.
Yep. I'm blind. Where? There it is. Okay. Alright.
Why can't I undock this thing? This stupid thing. Check
Have you
it.
got the proper connector set on your hotbar, and or are you pressing P?
Hang on.
There you go. Oh.
Okay. That did it. Apparently not. Okay,
There you go.
that's got it.
There you
How
go.
does the up feel?
Faster.
Looks very uppy.
Let's test it out with some ice.
Hang on, I'm coming too. I want to watch.
Collecting inventory only.
Yep.
I'm following.
Yep.
Onward.
Okay.
Fly me closer.
I'm a horse again.
Fly me closer. I want to drill them.
Good night, everybody.
Careful. Careful on the approach. There you
Forward
go.
acceleration is fast.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if you want to go towards the ground, the safest way is kind of just turn off dampeners for half a second. Consent before drilling, of course.
Okay, inventory's full.
That was fast, holy hell. Really full already.
Cockpit is at maximum volume.
Cockpit's full.
Connector 3 is at maximum volume.
Connector 4 is empty. The drills are all empty. Medium cargo container 2 can still fit a few hundred in.
But the bar has turned red, which indicates that inventory's full. And
Yeah,
to be honest, I don't know how much more I can fit because everything is full of things.
Oh no. Okay.
no, the inventory is one medium cargo
Land!
container.
Land!
What What are you
Ow!
doing?
I'm out of fuel, but I have 30 health.
Walk back to base.
Should be one medium
that
cargo
for
container on here.
Okay.
Yeah, medium cargo container. And this small cargo with just a bit of gravel in it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tell me when to stop mining then.
I don't know, I can't see the bars. I can just look at each individual thing.
I can't.
And more importantly, you're the one
bars are
flying
useless,
it.
remember. Remember, the bars are useless because they just tell me how full the inventory is. They don't tell me how I'm good for lift.
Well, then fly about a bit and see if it still feels good.
It does.
Medium is kind
I
of
have
small, yeah.
this yellowish bar. Okay, that bar's gone grey, so I'm now going to fly home.
Onwards! Well, backwards. Are we?
This
Not
isn't
that way.
the way home.
This way, yes. Homewards, yes, that direction.
I had to find the beacon. You're about to fall off.
No, I'm fine. Oh, right, the script. Yes, I should
You're
set that
drifting
up.
backwards on my screen.
Set that up
Okay,
if I remember how.
Decelerate, 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 decelerate faster. Okay.
Whilst you start landing, I'm gonna try and set a thing up.
So, how was the ship? Has it solved its flight issues? Or at least
Kinda.
made them better?
For the most part, yes. It looks ridiculous, but it flies okay.
Let's see, where can I stick this
Good.
on? Yeah, nah, that's too high up.
Are you trying to make this ship even more ridiculous?
Possibly, but actually more functional. That doesn't seem to want to connect, no.
Did you think to install a reverse camera on this thing?
I'll get to that later. Yeah.
And
That's
I'll go
not
search up
good.
cameras.
Where is the...
Let me make this attached. Maybe armor panel
There we
this way. Then the LCD. No need for LCD that way. Oh right, the cockpit's got LCDs in it. I'm a fool.
Okay.
Can I toggle things? No, I need to be either in the cockpit or connected to a proper inventory. Could you help out for a second? I need to see if I've got...
I'm just unloading the ice.
Okay. Need to see if I've even got the right... Grind him out. No, I don't want to set up all my hotkeys again.
Okay. I can unload the ice from here.
Which I should use? Top center works. Do I have the right script?
A camera should now exist on this thing's ass.
Excellent.
Okay, we've got reverse park cameras. That's going to help a lot.
Yes. Just call me Dots. Which script is it I need for the thing showing stuff? Need a programmable block. Okay, I can shove one of those on.
Why is there a warhead detonator thing here?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Ah, wolf!
Don't worry about that either.
That's why I'm on the ship.
And auto LCD. If that's the script, I'm not sure I have that. I am not used to actually setting up scripts. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Get it from the workshop. I should do that, yeah. Auto LCD2.
Um,
You want
all
me
of
to
the
start
ice,
armoring up the grindo pit?
all of the ice things are full.
It's also just occurred
Yeah.
to me I won't be able to switch this on whilst we're still playing. Yeah, we're close to finishing. I can know how to set this up for next time at least.
Where should I park the spare ice?
You want me to create just an industrial hydrogen, one of those really big hydrogen tanks, so we can shove our hydrogen in there?
Maybe? I don't know.
Look at it this way. Are you ever going to be disappointed that you have a massive tank of hydrogen?
Probably not. Alright. Oh, there's another ore processing outpost over there. Neat.
Very well. I shall dump the huge hydrogen tank here.
Yeah.
Have you made sure to connect it to everything?
This will be connected.
It's in the same place that it was previously, so it should connect everything.
Yeah. We do need more parts for it, though. I'll set those to build. There we go. Ah. Excellent. Back to the programmable block. Copy this.
So, is there a place you want me to put all this ice?
Yeah, the generator should be emptying now.
In the cockpit.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
Yeah. You'll have to bear with me for a minute. I'm, again, not very familiar with this. Where do I go to input that? Guessing text and images would be the one. Custom data, okay. Data. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. I missed the in custom data yet. Yeah, sorry, missed that before. Okay. Name the cockpit LCD. I'm gonna set up the program block first. Ah. Then import the script. It won't
Don't
get
worry about
smashed
it,
so
it's
long as we're
fine.
careful with it. That said, I probably should move it, actually. And yeah, it will work. edit. Oh. Oh god, coding.
I'm just going to sit here and monitor the ice processing for a bit.
I need to win what? Yeah, probably after the stream ends in like 10 minutes, I might need to do some research on this. Browse scripts. I mean, there are no subscribe workshop ships. Eh? Why though? There should at least be some. Refresh. Oh. There we go, okay. Get code. Compilation successful.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Working yet?
Ooh.
You think? It's kind of working. Very small. How do I move it into the center panel? Because that's a bit too small on the left one. Ah, I forgot to enable scripts in world settings. Damn it. Right, I will have to do that in between now and next stream then. Ah well. Thank you very much for being patient and teaching me all of that. I will try to remember it as best I can. Meanwhile, why are some of these batteries in different states? That one's recharging. That one's auto. Let's fix that. There we go.
Do we need more ice, or are we good for ice?
For the moment, I think we're good. And each of those words needs to... Each of... Ah, I think I see what you mean. Alrighty.
Should I go and try and get more iron?
Maybe... Actually...
Question, does this ship still fit in the iron hole?
I wouldn't bet on it. Also, does this thing over here still have power? Yes, I should probably find a way to plug it in before it doesn't.
We should probably test that.
Get a connect. Shove it on. Somewhere.
Why are the battery settings mixed?
They shouldn't be, I just tried to fix them. Steel plate. There. I'll figure it out off stream. Again, thank you all trying to help me figure it out, but oh god, my brain is starting to overheat. I have been awake since like 4 a.m. and it's almost 9 p.m. Brain is giving up.
Ooh.
Right. This is set. Gonna bring the blood swallow over to it. And dock. It's on. Rise. You know what? Real quick.
That's an interesting question. Spud, you installed a rear view camera.
Yeah?
Why can't I select it?
I don't know. Found the thing labeled camera, then installed it.
Back it up a bit.
Down.
There we go.
Cyber consult.
1 second. Docking. Look. Okay. Where are you and what's happening? Hello.
Oh, you're docking that.
Yeah.
You're docking there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just on top of the tower of highly explosive gas. Just use P, they said. What could happen, they said. And yeah, I avoid using P whenever possible. It makes things go wrong. But what are we doing here?
There's an out of context sentence for you.
Make reverse camera work, right. First confirming where reverse camera is placed. Where is reverse
It
camera
is the
placed?
big thing saying camera.
There it is. Okay, that should be connected to anything.
The big thing labeled camera.
If I now put it on here. Okay, try jumping and pressing 3.
Me?
Yeah. Or whoever wants to make the reverse camera work.
Jumping and pressing
Or
3.
jumping in the thing.
Okay, that selects my drill. Okay. Right, now I have a rear view camera. That's
go.
going to help. We managed to get the ice out. We've installed the rear view camera. Have we fixed the correct port select yet?
Not sure. Also, unfortunately, Call Me Dots, we don't allow links in here because we have repeated issues with bots. Sorry.
Yeah, bots happen.
How to make this work? Whispers? Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright. Someone slap him. Okay, which one of us is getting slapped?
You'll have to be more specific.
I'm going to assume it's me. But... Ooh, there's a trade merchant. We're also kind of broke, but there's a trade merchant.
Where?
Over that way. Over that way.
11.5 k's away. A trade merchant... I know I'm formally against space piracy, but a merchant is usually going to have good stuff, right?
I don't think the wolf likes your idea. You know, there's no harm in us going to have a look at his wares with zero intent to steal anything.
In our heavily armed fighter craft.
Don't worry, I only have this angle grinder.
Honestly, we don't even need to approach in the fightercraft. He probably won't have weapons and definitely won't be aggro on us by default, so... Go away, Wolf. I'm just gonna... Where'd he go? Damn it! He heard us.
I've got another Immortal Wolf situation.
Are we sure it's not just the same Immortal Wolf?
No, I killed that
No,
one.
Cyber killed the last Immortal Wolf.
You're picking a fight with ITC? Honestly not. We've got enough enemy factions in here. We don't need to anger the trade merchants. Zero intent to steal. No one said anything about murder and pillaging. Is the Gatling turret not on? It should be. Hang on. Oh, it's out of ammo. Okay, that can be fixed. I was wondering why it wasn't
Yeah, that
shooting
explains
anything.
a lot.
Ammo. Make me a bunch of Gatling ammo. Hello? I think we're out of magnesium. That can be a problem for
Where
next
do we
time.
get magnesium?
Think of... Yeah, I've got a marker with magnesium, but we can fix that next time. For now, it's 9 o'clock. We should probably wrap up for now. Ow.
Yeah.
Power to thrust for mining ship is way off. You're not going far with it. I mean, it doesn't need to go far. Because... Fortunately, I've found most mining resources we need nearby, except for, like, gold. And fortunately, this thing that I definitely didn't steal came with a whole bunch of cobalt already in it. We are fairly well set.
Yeah. Potato, what are you doing?
Refilling hydrogen. That makes sense, yes?
Probably.
I mean, the cryo chambers do that too.
I was talking about the bottle.
Ah. That's my one. That's my bed.
Didn't realize we had them assigned.
Huh.
Alrighty. Grind him out. Oh, I don't want to grind my bed.
Besides, I left of my own accord.
Yeah. This time. Oh yeah, the front door, of course. How could I be so barbaric? There we go.
Yeah, there's a wolf out there that we can't kill. Closing the front door is very important.
Yep.
Some people have to deal with
The
an
last
immortal
thing we
snail.
want is
We've
an
got
immortal wolf. Yeah. We don't want an immortal wolf in the med bay. That's a recipe for disaster.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure the grinder is a perfectly suitable weapon for this.
What part of immortal did you miss?
but with that,
Oh.
our shenanigans need
We
to come to
are
an end for the moment.
Yes, they do.
Alright. Switch to this screen. Is the wolf like the magic pudding? What's the magic pudding?
I don't
Okay,
know.
you lose your Australian card.
What? Why? The book? I have never heard of it.
A book, and they made an animated movie out of it.
Huh. I've never heard. Sounds of furry alarm. There will be a test of it next time.
Where did we get a fairy alarm from? I'm now very confused.
I don't know. But honestly, the
I don't
fairy
know
alarm
either.
should probably be going non-stop, because... hello, hi.
Yeah,
But all that nonsense
all of us are
aside,
very confused. We've Roombird, we've built things, and this brings us to the end of our stream.
yes.
Hmm.
With Whisperlink, I will. Thank you.
Yes, thank you everybody who stopped by.
Yes.
Thank you new people for following.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you very much
we
for
do-
doing that.
Thank you.
We greatly appreciate the interest. We do nonsense here.
Yep.
Sometimes the nonsense is themed around space engineers, sometimes it's themed around Halo, sometimes it's themed around FTL, sometimes it's themed around... currently we've got some nonsense themed around XCOM.
Yep.
Sometimes
we previously
we just...
had nonsense themed around Subnautica.
Oh yeah, Subnautica was great, but we finished that.
And sometimes we just empty our brains and play 100% orange juice.
Or I think we've played just random things as well before, but
Yeah.
we can't list them.
Yep.
They were random.
Variety streams.
Yes, but in any case, thank you all for joining us. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for following those who followed.
Indeed.
We look forward to seeing you next time. And until that day comes, I have been Stalking Horse.
I have been Sir Fancybeard, also known simply as Fancy or Cyber or whatever.
I've been Indecisive Spud, also known as Confused Potato.
And you can blame Cyber. Blame everything on Cyber. It's all Cyber's fault.
I second this opinion!
What did I do?
You made the world.
You know what you did!
The immortal wolves are on you.
Ah, CD Clone says it's Spud's fault. I'm vindicated. And old skips, I will, thank you. And with that, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.